Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the American, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cougars offense will take the field first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Ballman.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Looking for room, it's Sanford. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Here's the handoff. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. So Rice's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1.
And I think on that 3rd and long, man, they said, forget the pass. Like, we're just going to run the option, and the quarterback makes the right read. He keeps it. And I think they were trying to cut down this 4th down and make it more manageable. So mission accomplished by this offense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Owls. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. The Houston Houston offense comes onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Connors. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Finds his tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going to run it. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jackson. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Takes a handoff. It's Jackson. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He might want another play. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant. It's offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
On the run, it's Sanford. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll run it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Going to the run, it's Sanford. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And he makes the extra point. They just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. 1st quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Owls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The give to the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got him. Oh, he got loose. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Owls.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Cougars.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Navy is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Joe Bellino and Roger Staubach among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
To the air, it's Jenkins. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They punt it away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. On the move, it's Sanford. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To the ground with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Running back searching for a hole. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking for a crease. It's Sanford. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the tailback. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Bully ball on third and short. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They'll run play action. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
He's looking to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Houston. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offenses just, they got the upper hand.
Well, coming into this game, we all thought the team that has the football last may be the team that wins this one, and they're trying to steal possessions. We're only in the first half. You don't see a lot of onside kicks at this point of the game, but they rolled the dice and they get it, and they're trying to score more points.
Gonna run it. It's Sanford. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. Break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. He'll take it himself. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
2nd down coming up.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. This quarterback part of their running game. And the ball's free in the backfield. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And some room to work. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Jenkins. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. They'll keep it on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there at Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He wants to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field.
Well, I think on the last play, they didn't get it to the sticks. They were hoping he'd be able to make the catch, make a guy miss, and advance the football. But because they couldn't execute, now it's 4th and long.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Runs through a tackle.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, he puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quarterback making adjustments. Going right to work up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
And back to the air on second down. Got his man quickly. He's out past the 35. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
Quarterback keeps it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he tacked on the extra point. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the second quarter, they're lined up for an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Looking for space. It's Connors. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Connors. He's going to take off. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. On the ground, it's Alexander. Creates a little room. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40, all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Turner. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Now the pitch. Powers through. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. It's a bit of an interesting choice. You could break the tie with the field goal, but worst case scenario, you don't convert on 4th down, they're backed up in their own end. Trying to punch it in. Goal line defense on 4th down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. Working that left side now. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Connors. Complete on 3rd down. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try.
Looking to take a shot. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On third down, going up top. Caught, close to the marker, it's Turner. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Nice move there. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it, and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this fourth down that much harder. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Never a doubt. And they go back on top.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Wegman. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Pulls it in, it's Connors. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Red pass, it's complete. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Going up top again. They've got the screen set up. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Still running at the 40. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. Hauls it in. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. He breaks a tackle.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for...
There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Hard running there. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Rides the back on the option. The give. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Power football with the run. At midfield, he's got room. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Right back to the well.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Takes the handoff. It's Need. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. The give to the back. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They booted away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for space. It's Snead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive lineman have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the ground. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
At the 34, brings up second down.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll leave it with him. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Snead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
to the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Off the play fake. Still looking, on the move. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Houston.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Jenkins. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going for it all. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They'll give it to the back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Surging forward on the sneak.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Here comes the option. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cougar! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just making...
And the trick play, and it won't work. The defense all over him before he could even turn the ball loose. They're lucky to hang on to the football. On the direct snap, it's Need. There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On the run, it's Need. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Leaves it with the running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Give to the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown Cougars, and the stomping has commenced.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll toss it. Gets away from one. He's got space. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. On the option. Finds a little space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end now in motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It'll be 3rd and long. Off play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Easy. Slide 22. Slide 22.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line, too.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And as an offense, man, the last place you want to be is 3rd and long. And I think he's just got to put a little bit more mustard on that football. It comes up short, got to step into it, throw that maybe a little bit harder. But this offense now in a difficult 3rd and long situation.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. So now it's 2nd and long. On the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And the defense is not fooled. That trick play blown up. Couldn't get the pass off, and they are fortunate the football didn't come loose. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Need. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wegman. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he added the extra point. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass.
They're like the kid at the playground that just does not want to share their ball with anybody else and play in the sandbox. They've got a crazy lead, and still, head coach decides to go out, onside kick, they get it, and they maintain with possession. That's crazy.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Oh, he's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Wegman. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Grab near the sticks. It's Wegman. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise